Dear children, welcome back to the class. Today we'll study about this class 7 science chapter 2, that is nutrition in animals. Class 7 science chapter 2. Dear children, please open page number 13 of your textbook. Please page number 13 of your textbook. Page number 13. Please open. From today we'll learn about the nutrition in animals. We already learned in previous chapter, we already learned about this nutrition in plants, but from today we'll learn about the nutrition in animals. Here the first thing, whenever we come across this nutrition, the first thing it come in the mind is that what are autotrophs and heterotrophs. In last class we learned about this autotrophs. Still I'll just bring back this, what is the meaning of autotrophs and heterotrophs, so that it will be easier for you to differentiate. What are autotrophs? When you speak about this auto means self, which it can do by itself. And when we speak about this autotrophs, it means that autotroph means that an organism that produce their own food. Example, plants. Plant can manufacture their own food. They can produce their own food. They are called autotrophs. What are autotrophs? Once again, autotrophs are the organism that produce their own food. Example, plant. And the other one, heterotrophs, we have here. Heterotrophs means organism that cannot make their own food. Example, animals. Animals, we cannot produce our own food, but we are depending on plants. Autotrophs, which prepare their food. Like autotrophs, plants, when they prepare their own food, they are taking the raw material like sunlight, carbon dioxide, water. After they prepare food, the heterotrophs, we get from the plants food. We get food from the plants. Therefore, autotroph means organism that produce their own food. But like animals, human being, we cannot produce our own food. We are extracting from plants and other animals. Therefore, we are heterotrophs. Now, the third word is heterotrophic nutrition. We already know the meaning of what is heterotroph. Heterotroph means those are organisms which depend on other organisms for their food. Now, heterotrophic nutrition means a type of nutrition. Heterotrophic nutrition means a type of nutrition in which organism depend upon other organism for food to survive. Once again, what is heterotrophic nutrition? Heterotrophic nutrition is a type of nutrition in which organism depend upon other organism for food to survive. Based on the food, animal can be broadly classified into three. Animal can be broadly classified into three: 1, 2, and 3. The first one is that herbivores. When you speak about this herbivores, that is the animal which eat only plant. Like example, we can give here cow, deer. Here we can give many animal. And carnivores again. Carnivores are the animals which eat only other animals. Like let's take an example, this tiger, lion. And the third group is this animals which eat both plants and animal are called omnivores. Example are deer, human also it's included here, including dog. Based on their food habit, animal can be broadly classified into three. The first is that herbivores. Herbivores are the animals which eat only plants. Example, cow, deer, and you can give many examples. And carnivores again. Carnivores are the animals which eat only other animals, like tiger, lion, and this also you can give many other example. You just think and you will get other example. And the third group is that omnivores, means the animals which eat both plant and animal, bear, human, and there are many like dogs and all. We have, I hope that you are clear with this. We have, based on this, their food type. Animal can be broadly classified into three. The first is that herbivores, which eat only plant. The second is that carnivores, which eat only other animal, and the third is omnivore, which eat both. I hope that it's clear, and please turn your book page 14. Please underline what are carnivores, herbivores, and omnivores. Feeding habits of animals. Here, different animals have different feeding habits. Let's take an example of this. Bee, butterfly, hummingbirds. They suck nectars from the flower. They fly and suck the nectars. But like in case of snakes swallow their food. And the third is that birds like chicken, hen, they obtain food with their beak. This is how they get the food. What are mammals? Mammals are the animals that give birth to young ones and have fur or hair on their bodies. In very simple, here in mammals means these animals which give birth to the young one, and they have either fur or hairs on their body, and this female, they produce milk like human being and many other animals which produce milk, which have a fur. Therefore mammals are the animal that give birth to young one, and they have fur or hair, and the female produce milk to feed the young ones. Digestion in humans. Okay, what do you understand by digestion? To explain the digestion in human beings, first we have to understand what is the meaning of digestion. Digestion means the process. Digestion is the process by which a body convert useful substances in the food into simple usable substance. Once again, digestion means the process by which a body convert useful substances in the food into a simple usable substance. It is called digestion. Okay, digestion means the process by which a body convert useful substances in the food into simple usable substances. And children, please underline in your textbook page 15. What is digestion? The process by which a body converts useful substances in the food into simple usable substances. Please underline page 15. The food we eat directly, our body cannot utilize or our body cannot use. Because of that, it have to be converted into usable substances inside the when it reaches inside the intestine. Then the first is that when it convert, then we call it its digestion. And digestion is a slow process, and it takes few hours to complete. Several organs are working to digest the food we eat. Different type of food we eat, these different organs, they are working together to digest the food. And now we'll go to digestive system. What is digestive system? As you can see in the picture here, mouth, esophagus, liver, gallbladder, stomach, pancreas, small intestine, large intestine, and as these are the things whenever we speak about this digestive system. Now I'll show you the main part of this digestive system. Okay, digestive system are mouth, esophagus, that is what we call food pipe, stomach, liver, pancreas, small intestine, and large intestine. These are the main part of digestive system. Once again, let me repeat: mouth, esophagus, that is food pipe, stomach, liver, pancreas, stomach, liver, pancreas, small intestine, and large intestine. These are the main part of digestive system. Please underline from your textbook page 15. I hope that everyone already understand what is digestion. Now the next we'll proceed to ingestion. Ingestion means the act of taking. Ingestion means the act of taking in food. When we take in food, that is what we call ingestion. During ingestion, our tongue play very important role for mixing up food, and our teeth play a major role for breaking the food into small pieces. And here also there is one part in our mouth which we have, that is in between the teeth and the cheek. There's an area where whenever we chew the food, the food is there and it mixes up there. That is called buccal cavity. Buccal cavity is the area between teeth and cheek. The area between your teeth and your cheek, there's a space. When we chew, that also play an important part. That is what we call buccal cavity. Once again, let me remind, ingestion means the act of taking in food. And for this, teeth play a very important role. That is breaking the food which we eat, which we take in. And tongue also play a very important role because tongue help us in mixing up of the food when we chew it. Okay, teeth, we'll study about teeth now. Here are types of teeth. The first one we'll study about the types of teeth. The first is the incisors. The other name for incisor is the cutting teeth. On the front four teeth on each jaw, that is lower jaw and upper jaw, both of them they have teeth. On the front side we'll have this four each on each jaw, means down jaw, also downside, and upper jaw and lower jaw, both of them they have four each. That the uses of this incisor is that, as the name suggests, as the name tells us, that cutting teeth, it is used for cutting of food. Whenever we eat food, these four teeth, that is incisors, they help us to cut food. And the second is that canine teeth, that is tearing teeth. In other words, we call it tearing teeth. That is two. There are two on each side. There are one on each side here. One on each side. We have two canine. These are very sharp and pointed, like dogs. Also, they have this canine teeth. For us, we have only these two. This food, the main purpose of this teeth is tearing of food. Number 3 is premolar. There is a grinding teeth. Here the teeth are broad and flat, and the main function is that grinding of food. Whatever the food we eat, this premolar grind the food. And the last one we have here, molar teeth. In other words, we call it here crushing and grinding teeth. This crushing and grinding teeth are broad and flat. Same with this premolar. And the main function is that crushing and grinding of, sorry, here I write teeth, crushing and grinding of food here. Therefore, from these 4 points, I hope that we can understand what are the different type of teeth. We have 4 types of teeth there. The first one, let me review again. First one is the incisor, that is cutting teeth, that is in the front. And the second one is the canine. We have very sharp teeth on the side of each jaw, one each. And premolar, this is the premolar, that is grinding teeth. It is, the main function is that to grind food. And molar, that is crushing and grinding teeth. Here the main function is crushing and grinding of the food. Okay, to sum up, we have 4 incisors. Incisor 4 2 canine, 4 premolar, and 6 molar in adult. Here in the upper jaw there are 16 and lower jaw there are 16. Altogether total human adult have 32 teeth. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching and see you. Please subscribe so that we will update every now and then about your subject class 7 and 8 science. Thank you so much. Bye bye.